And welcome back to Megaman Legacy Collection 9, which is to say there's 2 more robot masters left in the Megaman 9, so let's just go and face Jewelman. Yeah, he's got a manly pink and he glitters. Did he escape from Twilight or something? Well, any case, whatever. Bad joke. This is what happens when you eat a good meal and guzzle 3 cans of battery, making I'm quite hyped. Obviously not hyped, just in illegally high amounts of caffeine right about now. So I'm doing my best to make use of that passive upgrade to my brain capacity, which is good for you. To me, well, there's worse things to do. Any case, Jewelman's level is, well, its theme is crystals. Although there was a Crystal Man in Megaman 5, and he was a bloody tough one. But Jewelman ain't like Crystal Man, as in to say his level doesn't resemble a crystalline collection of horrifying mess. Actually, his level is more like a mine. And these are very interesting, fun gimmick. I don't know, could have these been possibly done during the NES era, but you can be certain that they made quite this much difficult. Those spikes were there just to annoy you. And the mid-boss of the level. And let us take the laser trident out just because well, he moves around there, and the bit the crumbs fell last is the one where he shows up, and with laser trident he can be just carved to pieces, which makes it easy. And of course some shielded enemies with periodic only slight moment of vulnerability, and these damn mine carts. And of course there are those pit jumpy monstrosity creatures as well. Oops, and a bit of a difficult platforming, so I'm gonna play it carefully. Actually, I'm gonna play even more carefully. Bring out the jet. Now this is what Hornet Chaser does. Well, yeah, it homes at the enemy, but it also homes on the objects and picks them up for you, meaning you can pick them up easily. But if there's an enemy Chaser can't hurt, well, it's bad. Oh, damn it, this takes a bit of a puzzling. Fuck! Should have done more of that swingering around. Of course, there's a risk that you fork yourself right into the spike walls. Yep, Megaman 9 loves its spikes, and this level is the especially spiky one of this game. I'm gonna say this one has perhaps most of those navigate the spikes difficult problems, but no reason to play friendly when you can have Rush Jet to tag along, which is a good thing in Mega Man games. You can use those fantasy gear and stuff you get in the game to make fuck! I shouldn't take the spike guard. That's an object in the shop which allows you to tank one hit with the spikes. Okay, not resume game, not that one. Oh, well, luckily I still have one life left, so nothing disastrous happened yet. But yeah, I would not recommend Jetman's, correction, not Jetman, Jewelman's level first, mostly because of these quite tricky platformings. And tricky platformings because of those spikes. Final, third time's the charm. That's what they say. Come on, bug, do your thing. Oh. Oh yeah. And finally we go to face Jewelman himself. Or itself. And his weakness... is the B-bomb, aka Black Hole Bomb. Galaxy Man's weapon. And he of course has the shield weapon of the game. He jumps when you jump. So that's the trick of... you can manipulate his behavior so that you can make him dodge you. And Black Hole Bomb eats his shield and eats him alive. Or it, I don't know. It's a robot. And a new weapon. Jewel Satellite. Yes, the mandatory shield weapon of the game. And of course I'm gonna do the save. Overwrite data. And now I'm gonna go pay a visit to shop. Yeah. Let's just buy one up. Yes. Nope. Yeah, good luck. And time to go face the final robot master, Plugman. Oh yeah, you can find his, you can make lots of bad puns about him. But he is the electricity robot master of the game. And of course there are spikes. And these spinny things called, what's it, tellies or something. They are quite common foe in Megaman games. Usually in sense that they are so there's so many of them that... Oh, thank you. And thank you. Of course you can, if you are really lazy or something, you can start grind those tellies for 1-ups, weapon energy and all that kind of handy stuff. But I'm not gonna waste your time doing that. Cannons. Oh, and say hello to the most renowned and perhaps the most evil Mega Man obstacle of them all. The Yoku blocks. Oh! Motherfucker! Yep. They really are going for the nasty style. I was about to say, Yoku blocks are quite more or less the most dangerous, vicious and unforgiving obstacle in Mega Man games, which have varying degrees of horrifying. Sometimes it is just... sometimes they're just annoyance which slows you down, and sometimes they are just a complete horror which is meant to annihilate you. Although they are all about having a rhythm. Oh, it was not that way. Yeah, they make it a bit of a puzzle, this one. Shit. This does not look good to me. Oh, fuck. Well, luckily they made it so that... You know, I still wonder, what was the point of putting to that place spikes instead of bottomless pit? Maybe it's the visual impact of that spikes have more visual impact, in the sense that you much less want to drop into those horrifying spike balls instead of... Oh yes, bit of outside the box thinking, and you get through just fine. Yeah, and you could start doing some tricky maneuvering to get there, but there's no point when you have the hornet chasers. You just set your bugs to do the dirty work grabby work for you. And some Megaman clones. That was a bit of a... But it's time to show up the Jewel Satellite. Most powerful shield weapon of the franchise of this game. Oh yeah. Whew. Bit of a tricky one. But luckily you can just... damn it. Do some bit of timing trickery and you can get all that lovely stuff. E-tank and some screws. Although those clone Megamans are a bit of annoyance. But nothing well-placed shield doesn't just destroy completely. It ain't so smart. But as you can see, Jewel Satellite is a devastatingly good shield. It stays on infinitely, there's no limit how long it'll stay on you. And that part has no tricks at all. You either time them right and you jump right, or you don't time it right and you get trapped and fall right into the death spikes. Nothing tricky in that. Just time it right and you survive. Time it wrong, you die. Period. Well, time to go and face the final robot master. Electricity themed Plugman. Well, he jumps around, he puts out those plugs, which are completely neutered by shield which is really good. That usually in Mega Man games the weakness is weapon of the Robot Master is weak to is usually just something that it's just something that which damage them greatly. But in this one they added some actional features, as in that the Jewel Satellite reflects his shots, making Plugman already dead. But without his that weakness, he's actually quite tough. A new weapon. Plug ball, which runs through the walls. Time to do a save. And like in every other Mega Man game, or better say in these, once you have gone to the Dr. Wily stages, or better say, now let's leave the plot twist out and go to stage select. Plot. Yep. So let's just run it. Oh yeah. Well, it's Mr. Albert Wily. Well, it looks like Dr. Wily is agitating those robots. Well, yep. And of course that Dr. Wily managed to do some. Can you repair us? Oh yes, I'd be glad to. Good hands with me. Interestingly, no, yeah, Dr. Wily is always the bad guy in the Mega Man games, but it's always interesting to notice that, yeah, the guy who Dr. Light who made Mega Man is a brilliant man, but he, in my books, I'd say that Dr. Light might be the really smart one, as he managed to make all those computer circuitry which allows the making real personalities to robots, allowing them to be worked in many kinds of functions. But it was the Dr. Wily who invented how to mass produce them, and of course also how to adjust them so that he recognized the marketing value and the fact that what Dr. Light actually had invented. But it's time this time to go and start fighting against Dr. Wily himself. Who else it would have been? So I'll see you next time. See ya!